Dajjal, to him belongs might and majesty, with its chain of narrators, but some parts of the Hadith are attested by what is related. As we will clarify shortly, inshallah, we trust in Allah and completely depend on Him. Man will be raised by the garment of his deeds, whether they are good or bad. When death approached, he called for a new garment to be brought, and he wore it. He then said, I heard the Messenger of Allah say, indeed, the Muslim is resurrected in the garment that he dies in. Then responded to this narration, which is in apparent contradiction with the previously mentioned narrations which indicate that man is resurrected barefooted, naked, and uncircumcised. He preferred three answers. Their garments decompose after they rise from their graves. When they come to the Mawqif, place where they will gather, they will be naked. Then after that they will wear the attire of paradise. When the prophets, the truthful ones, and those after them in their respected rankings are clothed, the attire of each person will be of the same kind that he wearing. Then, when people will enter paradise, they will wear the garments of paradise. The meaning of garments here is deeds. People will be resurrected in the deeds that they died upon, whether they were good or bad. Allah said, and the remnant of righteousness that is better. Explaining this last verse, and as for your deeds, purify them, making them sincere for Allah. Then I'll mention the following narration, which is related by Muslim to support his last answer, related that the Messenger of Allah said, each slave of Allah will be resurrected on that which he died upon, and in another narration the Messenger of Allah said, whoever dies on a ranking from these rankings will be raised upon it on the day of resurrection. When he left on a journey, asked us to look after his wife, she died, and we buried her. He returned to us just as we raised our hands from burying her. He said, in what did you prepare her? We said, in her garments. He made an order, and the grave was dug up. Then we enshrouded her in new garments. He said, enshroud your dead well, for they will be resurrected in them, in the attire that they are enshrouded in. The dead will be resurrected in their shrouds. It is related from that it has reached me that they will come out of their graves in ugly shrouds, with decomposed bodies. Their faces will be changed, their heads will be dishevelled, and their bodies will be exhausted. The people will not know their literally shelter or resting place. Here it means final abode until they will leave the Mawqif, place of gathering for accountability. They will be directed to paradise or to the hellfire. He then called out with his loudest voice, how awful is the destination if you do not shelter us with your vast mercy. Our chests are constricted because of grave sins and crimes for which there is no forgiver save you. Some of what has been mentioned in the Quran about terrifying events on the day of resurrection